It's not worth giving up yet. Such is our calling. Commencing search. An orphan. Caution advised. Something is here.
Focus your attention. What do you see?
Giant. Sleeping.
Again.
Animals. Fighting.
Again.
Stay focused. Stay cautious.
Such is our calling.
You almost fried there. Good thing I was around. Traveler.
The predecessor. ND3500 reached. Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage.
I have encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
The behavior pattern of the orphans populating the area is highly unusual. They become exceptionally aggressive.
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
They seem to act more consistently, in coordination.
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
Such is our calling.
Such is our calling.
Hello, my name is Jacek Ziemba and I am game director in Project CRONOS.
And my name is Shamilian Bukhtin. I'm lead combat designer here in CRONOS.
And today we want to talk about combat in CRONOS The New Dawn.
Serious business. So we want to make a combat experience in a surviving atmosphere where we put a lot of emphasis into a tactical experience for the players.
We need to stay cautious and call all the time because our enemies, orphans, can merge with each other. So when you kill an enemy, it creates, in a way, a fuel for other enemies to be absorbed and then to become stronger. So yeah, it's tactical gameplay, but during the fight, you need to also think very fast. What should you do?
Since we're aiming into the tactical and decision-making approach, we are making each encounter in the game handcrafty, which leads to that somewhere you have environment as your own advantage. Somewhere not, and it's going to be a disadvantage. Somewhere you can use the canister. Somewhere you can lure the enemy out into your position. Or you can do vice versa and just go into melee and fight with your enemies with your best luck.
There's no one solution to how to, clear out arenas and so on. Depends on your playstyle. Even in here, when we, develop the game, some of us play more offensive, more defensive. It all depends on your loadout, your gameplay style in a way, and how you want to approach it, and how many resources you have. So there's a lot of variability there.
It's actually up to you how the resource management would be handled, because here we are giving you different types of weapons, different tools, abilities, and throughout the game you have to, by yourself, figure out what works best for you, what kind of player you are and what kind of strategy fits for you better in our environment.
Resource management is also a key, of course, in survival horror, but definitely in our game. So it's very important what you are doing before the fight with the resource, during the fight and after the fight. If you are a more offensive player, you can craft maybe more ammunition. You're a more defensive one or want to have more health packs. Okay, from the same resources, you will decide, okay, I want to have something for, when it will be needed.
Yes, of course you can. As many other survival horror games, we made a decent progression tree for the player, so you can upgrade your weaponry, your tools, your suit. It's up to you how you would like to upgrade your character that fits best for your playstyle. In CRONOS game, we came up with different takes on the enemies. So here we build different types of roles for them. So imagining a role of a runner whose basic goal is to run to the player and kill him as fast as it can. Or a different one, which is like a ranger character who stays behind and shoots you and forces you to go closer to him. There are bruisers, there are big-ass tanky guys whose the only goal is to grab as much resources they can from you. With that idea, we created a lot of unique encounters within the game, and we're asking you to think, analyze, and decide on yourself what would be the best target to start fighting.
All of that is flipped by a merge system. So even if you're, very good at what Shamil said, when merge happen, now, your running enemy can become a tank enemy.
Oh yeah.
And even have a range attack now, or other attacks, and just become stronger and stronger if you let them merge, so don't do it. So you need to be very careful, how to approach combat with our enemies, because different things can happen during the fight. But also we mix that with different types of enemies, like more sneaky ones, or like more like trap-like ones here and there, also to change the pace of the game. But also I think somebody said something about boss fights.
No, we're not talking about boss fights.
So yeah, that's a secret, sorry. Yes and no. So all travelers need to jump to the past to extract some targets, but each of them will have different, let's say, list of them. You can find an upgrade in the game that can tell the state of health of enemies. So how much they still have before you kill them by using guns. You raise your leg and you stomp.
With a heavy sound.
Yeah. No. You will suffer. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more materials in the future about CRONOS The New Dawn. My name is Jacek Ziemba. I'm co-directing CRONOS The New Dawn with my friend Wojciech.
And yeah, my name is Wojciech, and I have a pleasure to work with Jacek and co-direct CRONOS.
And CRONOS, it's sci-fi survival horror, and in a way, a dream come true for us to make.
It will be The Thing, Carpenter's movie. Yeah, we are also inspired by Dark, Netflix TV series.
About time travel. We cannot forget about Dead Space. That also were somewhere there because we have also the protagonists and other maybe similar things.
Yeah, when we think about movies, it will be of course 12 Monkeys, you know, like the convict being sent in time, maybe we ring a bell. But also Dark Souls series. We also love to, you know, push our game into a little bit more challenging direction. Yeah. In CRONOS, you play as a traveler, and the travelers, because there's more of them, are being sent to the ruins of human civilization to search for the time rifts and jump back in time to extract people who didn't survive the apocalypse.
Travelers are the only ones that can survive the environment in our future setting, in our game. The only ones that can travel to the past and keep up or like survive encounters with monsters.
This is not a typical soldier, this is like a diver in time. So that's why we came up with this design that we really love.
The world of CRONOS, it's like alternative history when the world ends in 80s by the apocalyptic event that we called The Change. We push action like more to the future, and when we play as a traveler, when we try to find in this destroyed world reminiscence of, you know, of the people, but what's the most important, like the time rifts that can bring us to the past.
We are calling them the orphans because they are what was left from humanity. The orphans can, you know, like take different forms, so you encounter different enemies with different, like, let's say, skill sets, different abilities.
The important ingredient is body horror here, and we chose it to create maybe a little bit as an homage also to The Thing and overall genre of body horror. But what was important for us that, okay, they need to be created only from human flesh.
Cool. We also have some questions from our community.
So, question 1. Yes, there will be letters. We love them.
Yes, and we saw one at the end of the trailer.
Maybe.
Don't want to spoil everything. Yes, you can punch monsters
In the face.
if they stomp them.
If they have a face.
Kinda. Yeah, fire, but fire is important in our game.
It's not Mariki Skłodowska, but definitely for our CGI character, Mariki Skłodowska can be a role model.
Yes, there is, but it doesn't work like in a Dead Space. We've got like our own take on combat. To be honest, we can't wait to show you more about our game. And yeah, we can confirm that something about the gameplay is coming soon.
So stay tuned.